Back. My name is Zane. Today we'll be having a look at Litentry. This is a cryptocurrency that I've actually been trying to review for a while, but just getting the proper research in order to review this cryptocurrency. I've had to do some in-depth research and to make sure that the information is accurate. And finally, we're going to make a video. So we're going to be having a look at what is Litentry, what is its potential, what's it trying to achieve, what's a token. That's one of the main question. What's the price? Will this cryptocurrency 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x? This is some big question. So guys, welcome to Altcoin Disrupts. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Guys, don't forget we're also on Twitter, so you guys can follow us on Twitter as well, just to stay up to date with things that we talk about and the videos that we release as well. But yeah, let's start with Litentry. It's a decentralized cross-chain identity aggregator. It's built on a substrate that features an identity matching and identity staking mechanism. So in today's world, personal data and identity are everything. So some companies in the conventional world makes millions by selling users' data, like Facebook. Yes, Facebook does sell our data. Sorry to tell you, but if it wasn't obvious by now, well, there's a lot of other companies that actually sell our information, or at least Facebook used to sell our information. But we know they definitely did at some point, and we know they've gotten into a lot of trouble about it. They've actually come to a point where they're being watched, by every system put in place to protect our data. The UN actually redefine what it is to hold users' data in the recent years. I think this was in 2019. A lot of you probably get some emails in 2019 just updating from companies just saying we're updating our user data information, just to let you know you can collect your data whenever you want, you can delete your data whenever you want from our system, and we cannot hold it. There was a time in history when these companies could hold our information forever. Now, by law, they should not if you ask them to release the information. And if you stop using their service after a few months, they have to, by law, delete this information, erase this information, and burn this information. If they don't, they could be in heaps of legal trouble. So this is the problem that a lot of companies are faced with. Now, the blockchain can solve this problem. And a lot of cryptocurrencies that are popping up today are actually getting involved in this idea of trying to fix this problem, be more decentralized, and to be more secure for people's information. So take this for example. One user can create multiple accounts to take advantages of airdrops on wallets, right? Also, platforms powering decentralized finance have no way of tracking users' credit history, making them charge higher collateral when issuing loans. So fortunately, there's a new way to keep track of identities in the distributed ecosystem securely, powered by Litentry. So we can see blockchain focused platforms to do more than just power token swap. It's now possible to scan through users' deposit and withdraw action on Uniswap. You hear that, guys? It's now possible to scan through users' deposits and withdrawals action on Uniswap. Furthermore, a user's activity can also be accessed on a community-governed blockchain, kind of like Bitcoin. Whenever you send and receive Bitcoin, people can actually view that it's public. They don't know who owns the wallet per se, but they do know when the money is coming in, when money is leaving, what wallet it's going to, what wallet is receiving it. It's all public. And a lot of cryptocurrency these days are seeing that as a problem. So what's the solution? Well, let's talk about the background a little bit, right? So Litentry is developed by a team of blockchain professionals based in Germany. Its founder was among the early contributors of Parity, a decentralized network. Notably, the project engineering team background is rooted in Ethereum. So the protocol is funded through a Web3 Foundation grant. Now on GitHub page, the project lists 8 team members with an organization permission. So what is Litentry? Just to break it down for you guys one last time. The project focuses on decentralized identity, guys, allowing users to be linked to multiple distributed protocols. Litentry acts as a DID aggregator where it collects, index, and distribute DIDs to the blockchain. More importantly, it performs all these activities in a decentralized and variable way. Notably, built on the substrate network, the platform works towards a greater goal of aggregating identity rudimency in the Web3 powered application ecosystem. So the problem, we all know what the problem is. And in the current internet world, these parties take control of storing users' password and data pertaining to their online activity. Unfortunately, internet users are scared into accepting unfavorable terms and condition. I mean, how often do you read terms of condition of a new app website that you're about to sign up to? I know I've probably done it once or twice. So we need to start doing this. But the problem is it's ridiculously long and they know how to hide the important parts. They hide this. You need a team of lawyers just to read through certain information. You know, if you go to Facebook, terms and conditions, wow, good luck trying to understand that. So fully decentralized, right? Isn't that a huge and important thing these days? Litentry network processes DID verification, aggregation, and computation requests from services. Demander return a trustable result. So the process will be implemented by a random set of validators in the network in a fully decentralized and transparent way. Now, privacy focus, that's also huge as well. So privacy preservation is the fundamental of Litentry network, and they do not want to breach the anonymity of blockchain network. So Litentry supports an incognito on-chain data processing. Incognito is basically a private way of browsing. In fact, most browsers have an incognito private feature, so you can browse privately without your search history being recorded. So that's key. I actually quite like that, to be honest. So Litentry bring the change by returning the control to the users and users to power in a user-focused internet using the blockchain technology. So as such, the revenue emanating from the user, from using the user's data to get the user to share in profit. Before Litentry, these profits went to third parties managing the user data. So when huge companies like Facebook sold our data, this money just goes to Facebook. Thank you. And we don't get anything. In fact, we didn't even know our information was being sold to the highest bidder. My goodness. Wow. What a world we live in. So speaking of decentralization, guys, community governed, right? So the credit computation algorithm, the data origin, and the identity register are all governed by the LIT stakeholders. So the relationship of the community and community members could be recorded on the blockchain and generated community credit, and further all the governance credit will contribute to voting power. These are some key points. I really love these. So blockchain power, guys. Litentry is built on a substrate, just like I said earlier, which is inherit great features and the best technology in the blockchain industry. Litentry hopes to be the power chain of Polkadot network and benefits from the thriving cross-chain ecosystem and shared security. So we're going to have a look at the token economy as well, because I really want to understand the Litentry token itself. Before we do that, let's have a look at the current price of Litentry. That's 11 US dollars. $11 and 23 cents, right? Max supply, 100 million coins in existence, right? And the circulating supply, 18 million. That's quite interesting. So considering the price, it's actually very reasonable considering the huge supply. Well, it's relatively huge, 100 million, you know? That's relatively huge, but it's still a lot more reasonable. It's a lot lower than a lot of other cryptocurrencies. I've seen cryptocurrencies with billions. I've seen cryptocurrencies with trillions of coins in supply. So the fact that it has a million supply is actually a really good thing for the profitability of this cryptocurrency. So I'm not a financial investor, and I'm not telling you to invest anything because I'm not a financial investor. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes alone. Now guys, Litentry, great price, great supply. I quite like that. Now the service that they also provide is great as well. So Litentry, aggregated identity, guys, and the DApp as well. So getting the token from the market, storing your token as usual. You know, this is all part of the economy of the token. Basically, they don't talk much about staking or the possibilities of staking in the future. But in terms of like supporting the Litentry idea and the Litentry system, it's a holder's game. It's a holder's game, you know. Again, I'm not a financial investor. I'm not a financial advisor either. But based on what it's saying right here, is about protecting your identity, you know, as a user on the internet. And as a user, if you do buy Litentry, storing that privately is important as well. But overall, I really enjoyed like going through this. So identity management, speaking of identity, let's just hit this last point before we end this video. This is something I wanted to end on. So let's just hit this last point. So the platform is all about identity, guys, and their management sites at the protocol core. The feature powers anonymous and independent identity emanating from application and services used by users. So how about the identity staking? This is a unique feature. Just like staking coins and earning rewards, Litentry enables users to stake their identity and be rewarded. So remember how I said they don't talk much about staking or possibilities of staking in the future? Well, staking coins, possibilities of that in the future. I'm looking forward to it, but nothing. I haven't found any information on it yet. But possibilities of staking, of doing identity staking. Wow, I don't even know how to explain that, because it's such a foreign idea. It's such a foreign idea. I've never even heard of this idea until now. But yes, apparently identity staking is a thing. I can only imagine what it means. But that's you giving your consent to stake your identity for profit, you know, because there's people out there who want our user history. They want to know how humans behave online so it can better suit their service that they're providing. So loaning this information out, kind of like staking, it's an interesting idea. It's not for me to base my opinion on it, but it's an interesting idea. I'll be willing to learn more about this because it's an interesting idea. So like I said, I've already spoken about the Litentry token mix. You know, the incentive mechanism on the Litentry platform takes into account different participants such as identity stakers, validators, external storage nodes, and data buyer. So identity staker, this is the person who has an identity record and has a stake in the identity pool. Interesting. Identity validator, that's an individual that an identity staker becomes a validator of new blocks when their identity have been confirmed. Interesting. About storage, stores all data about the identity in a decentralized manner. Node, the node is a critical component of the Litentry platform. It works to perform a function such as invoke and off-chain workers to validate identity, correctness, and connecting with an external decentralized storage. Fascinating, really fascinating. So let's just, like we were talking about the token economy, guys, right? The general data. I want to explain this to you guys in a bit more simpler way. So the Litentry base asset is called Lit. The network uses to asset reward identity stakers in the identity pool. Two types of rewards. The stake gets get are the block rewards and the matching fee. Apart from stakers, validators are motivated to trustfully verify the correctness of data. On the other hand, data generators enjoy benefits from the Litentry Foundation in the form of grants. Now, external storage operators earn a section of the fee paid by users interfacing with the service. Others who are incentivized using the lit tokens are nodes. So those who pay using lit tokens include identity buyers. Observe that these entitled only have been accessed to the winning identity or identity during a identity matching process. So in conclusion, the identity problem is two-pronged. A user can create multiple entities to defraud a company. On the other hand, malicious actors aggregate users and sell it to the highest bidders without providing the real owners. So fortunately, Litentry uses a layered approach to the complexity tackles the problem to be benefit of both identity owner and decentralized platform. Here's to another promising project with a unique approach to solving some of the most crucial problems that often go overlooked. This does go overlooked quite often. Not a lot of people do think about this enough. So it does go overlooked. But thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, and of course, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know if you enjoy it. Like, what's the next coin you'd like me to do a review on? Let me know. Thanks for watching.